It's showtime. Yeah, that's what my StreamYard says. Right before I click, um, this may be a sloppy live stream just because I didn't realize how quick time moves when you're getting off in the evening and then coming home, trying to get a bite to eat, and then get on. But I'm so excited. Man, football is here. Holy cow. I've got the big TV. The sound's off, but I can see it from here. Everybody's getting fired up. See some Rams fans fired up. Matthew Stafford, how's that elbow, buddy? Aaron Donald is stretching. I guess they're keeping helmets away from him. Von Miller, man, dude's jacked. All right, so this is probably. These are always weird to me. I know some people probably think, man, this guy's a nut. What is it about these things that why keep doing them? I mean, I don't get a lot of views off of them, but I tell you what, it doesn't take much interaction here to make me happy. Um, so hopefully somebody will see this and pop in. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going, and maybe Mr. Beast will finally hit me up and say, "Hey, buddy, why are you live streaming to nobody? Let me help you out." How about it, Mr. Beast? If there's somebody who I know they like to, we'll find somebody that's streaming to practically no one and give them money or shout them out. Hey, just shout me out. And I got cats jumping, but I'm going to keep doing this. Got my one of these days, somebody probably once I'm dead and gone, somebody's going to rediscover these videos and think, you know what? That guy was a genius. He could really pick some games. I'm something. Let's try to get over to Yahoo, pull up some picks. I kind of got to watch the time. I think my fantasy football stuff is pretty much set. Yep. How about the Queen? The Queen passed today. She put that. What? She was 96. You can't. I know it's hard. Going to be hard for her family, but you can't complain about that. I know I won't make it to that old. Why is it that Yahoo doesn't make these picks easier to find? All right. Don't want that. I want a Pick'em League. Looks like some people have joined. Hot diggity dog. Porky's in here. Wombats. NFL Fan 05. Who are the Wombats? Is that Chris? Did he change his name? All right. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to jump on my picks. Is this mine? Oh. move some stuff so I can see a little better. I guess that's me. All right. So let me do you all a favor. If you're watching this, if anybody rewatches this, first of all, thank you. But let me get to sharing this. It's been a while, so I'm kind of having to. There you go. You're welcome. My face a lot smaller. Okay. So let's start picking some games. We're looking at Buffalo at Los Angeles. That's tonight's game. Man, these are a couple of heavy hitters. I could see where some people would think this could be a potential Super Bowl matchup because, the Buffalo Bills are a very good team. Of course, the Rams, defending world champs. But as much as everybody thinks that the Buffalo Bills are all that in a bag of chips, I don't know about that defense. I don't know if that defense is as good as advertised. I've seen that Bills defense get burnt a couple times. And last year when picking games, I think I counted on that Bills defense and they let me down. Von Miller, great addition. But I am going with the Rams on this one. We'll come back on the confidence points because I do think this could go either way, and it should be a heck of a kickoff game. Then we got New Orleans at Atlanta. And I don't know that I see either one of these teams making the playoffs. And I don't really have a strong feeling on either one of them. How will Atlanta do without Matt Ryan? It's a good question. In fact, who is their starting quarterback? Let me look that up real quick. Atlanta Falcons QB. Oh, Marcus Mariota. Is that who the starter is? Desmond Ritter. Felipe Franks. All right, let's look at New Orleans because I believe this is Jameson Winston. QB. Yeah, Jameson Winston and Andy Dalton. Man, you got a lot of. Now, I'm not picking this just solely on the quarterbacks, but the quarterbacks have the ability to be the difference, and I do think they will be. I got to go with New Orleans here. I like. I think Winston, if he can, get his interceptions under control. I mean, the guy throws very prolific through the air. Andy Dalton, solid veteran. I don't know who's going to start, but I think I like them both better than Mariota. I mean, there's a reason why Tannehill was able to run him out of Tennessee. Um, yeah, so and New Orleans has got some good weapons, got a good defense. I like them over Atlanta. San Francisco at Chicago. San Francisco's got such a good defense. They've got all the pieces. Chicago, man, they just need to get the quarterback situation straightened out. This could be a competitive game. I think I still like San Francisco here. I mean, it's not like, there's a little bit of hesitation just because it seems like the 49ers aren't wholeheartedly into any of their quarterbacks. They kind of waited the last minute on Garoppolo. So where is their direction? I can't figure that one out. But they are a solid team. That defense is a beast. I think I like San Francisco against the Bears. Let's look at. Oh man, this is a rivalry. We've got Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. No, there's no question. Bengals. Pittsburgh's still got some nice pieces together. They're going to win some games. But, yeah. Burrow's the real deal. Jamar Chase is scary. I haven't seen anything that suggests to me that the Bengals won't be one of the top teams again this year. The next game, that's we got the Eagles at Detroit. So I do like some of the players that the Lions have. I think they are making an effort in the right direction. Dan Campbell's kind of strikes me as a meathead at times, but maybe it's just he's intense. I'll say this: when he was in Miami and served as our interim coach, he got guys fired up and they played. I think the same thing happens in Detroit. But as much and I like DeAndre Swift. Not sold on Jared Goff. But Philadelphia's got some nice pieces. They're playing at home. I think we give it to the Eagles here. Now we've got the Patriots at the Dolphins, and yeah, call me a homer because I'm going with the Dolphins. I'm trying not to get too excited, not until I see exactly what we bring to the field. But I feel really good about this team. Maybe best case scenario for us. I mean, if there was one criticism that I think you could put on Brian Flores that would maybe even justify a change of direction, though I just for record, I think Stephen Ross is the worst owner ever. We lack the offensive identity, and we put too much into Tua, and to not give him an opportunity, we needed first couple years. We keep switching offensive coordinators, offensive schemes. I don't know what we were trying to do. I don't think that's the case this year. Now the question will be, can the defensive coaches that we retained that Flores brought in, can they maintain the defense that Flores put together? I mean, there's been a lot of talk about whether or not Flores took back over the defensive play calling in the second half of the season when Miami went on their tear. I don't know, and really nobody does. So it'll be a matter of time to see, can this Dolphin defense play similarly to how they played in the back half of last season, where they just you know lined up and punched teams right in the mouth, or are they gonna play like they did in the first half of the season, and like when Atlanta just tore us up? But I do feel like we are going to have an offensive identity. Hopefully Tua makes that step in the right direction. I think the other thing people need to look at when it comes to New England is there are people who have covered them that are sounding the alarms on this Patriots team. I think Michael Silver, who covered them for a long time, has talked about how the Patriots don't look good. Matt Mac doesn't look good. Uh, the team just, everybody thinks that they'll just put it together. But there's something you have to realize. If you look at one of the other great coaches of all time, Don Shula, came in the early '70s, went all the way through the '70s, went all the way through the '80s, but then when you start getting around '93, '94, Miami's got a load of talent. They're getting in the door of the playoffs, but then can't seem to get out of the first round. Or the time that we let Buffalo beat us in Miami in a championship game, and there was talk about he's losing the locker room. Maybe he doesn't have quite the edge that he used to. Newsflash, Bill Belichick has been in New England about the same amount of time now. We may be coming to the end of Bill Belichick's run. 20 years is a long time to coach a football team. He just may not have it anymore. Sometimes it might be time for him, if he is going to coach, to go to another team and get that, be reinvigorated. I don't know. I just know that the Patriots don't strike fear into me. So I'll make that pick. I think Dolphins. Dolphins beat the Patriots. Didn't we sweep them last year? Okay, let's keep going. We got the Ravens at the Jets. Yeah. Ravens all day. I don't see the Jets making all the progress that people seem to feel that they are. They might be better, but I don't know about that. Jacksonville, we got the Jaguars at the Commanders, and this could be a tight game. Washington was deeply inconsistent last year. Their defense failed them, kind of flopped on them a little bit like Miami's did early on. So which Commanders are going to show up? And what will the new look? What will a new Jacksonville Jaguars team look like? We're going to go with the Commanders, but that's not a strong feeling. I kind of feel like I don't know these two teams that well right now, but I do think the Commanders at home uh, take care of the Jaguars, but this may still be a lot tougher than what they like. Carolina, or we got the Browns at the Panthers. I'm not really sold on the Panthers, but the Browns are kind of a dumpster fire. They still can run the ball. What? But you got to have some decent quarterback play, and with is Jacoby Brissett their starter? I mean, yeah. So we're looking at Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, I got to go with Carolina at home here. I'm not saying they're going to whip the Browns. The Browns still they got some talented guys, obviously, on defense. They still got a decent running attack. And Jacoby Brissett, he isn't terrible, but he didn't do much in starting for us last year. He's tough. I like that. But the ceiling's not very high for him, I don't feel like. So we've got the Colts at Texans. We go Colts because Texans, I think, are going to be terrible again this year. Colts. And the Colts could be scary good because I think picking up Matt Ryan was brilliant. Give that guy a shot at a legitimate shot because he's got Jonathan Taylor. We all know he's a real deal. What a great running back. Then we've got the New York Giants at Tennessee Titans. Giants got to win something before I pick them in anything. They don't look good. They haven't looked good to me in a long time. Tennessee, I think, plays solid. They're at home. You know, they've got Tannehill's a good if not great quarterback. King Henry's back. Yeah. Then we got the Green Bay Packers at Minnesota Vikings. So, yeah, I think even though it's a mystery what happens to the Packers and the Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, I know, isn't this about wasn't it week one when Green Bay, somebody just whipped the snot out of the Packers. Had all the Packers fans pulling their hair out. I don't think that happens again this year. Then we got Kansas City Chiefs at Arizona Cardinals. They'll be slinging the ball, but I like Kansas City here. Holmes looked really good in the preseason, but I don't think they played him much because when he went in, he was Mahomes. And even without Tyreek Hill, still really good. Then we got the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers, hosting the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, this is liable to be a dogfight. I wouldn't mind seeing this game. Uh, I like the Chargers at home. I think they take a step forward. Man, it was wasn't it the Chargers and Raiders that had that playoff Donnybrook last year. Man, that Herbert, man, he can play. Then we've got Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Dallas. Another great game. Dallas, man, they never capitalize on all the talent that they have, and they've got considerable talent, but they can't seem to put it together. Um, Tom will have this team ready. I can't stand the guy, but he's focused. He's he's a scary man. I mean, as far as he's one of those type players that just doesn't like to lose, and he'll put his team on his back if he has to and get it done. And I do think as he ages, he'll need to lean more on his teammates, but he gets it out of them. I think they kind of latch onto that focus he's got. And then finally, the Monday night game, we've got the Broncos at Seahawks. How about that? That's a lot of favorites. I think I only picked one upset. That was the Rams over the Bills. But yeah, how about that? Russell Wilson goes back to Seattle. First game as a Bronco. He's going to make them pay. He's going to make them pay. Should give that man some respect. Now, how do I feel as far as confidence goes? Any slam dunks staring me in the face. I know there's quite a few that look pretty even to me. I think the Colts beating the Texans looks like about the biggest slam dunk that I see up here. Colts Colts might beat the brakes off the Texans. I just this will be a scary Colts team. I don't see them not making the playoffs, and maybe making a run deep into the playoffs. I also think this the Titans beating the Giants. Just I don't know what the Giants are going to bring to handle. A very balanced, which probably is what makes the Titans very good, is that they're balanced. Well, a lot of good matchups. Even when we don't have really good teams, they're paired up with other teams that look pretty competitive. Call me a homer. I'm going to put a bunch of points on my Dolphins. I don't think the Patriots beat us. No way. In the past, if I had made that pick, I probably would have made it with only like less than 5 points. But I don't think they're that close to us. So Uh, hmm. This may bite me. I don't know. I'm gonna put 13 on the Broncos, even though they're on the road. Um, yeah, I don't see what Seattle can do to kind of counteract what the Broncos will be able to do to them. Man, all right. So for tonight's game, this is going to be a real slobber knocker. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that my 1 point game. We're not making, as excited as I am, as juiced up as I am to get the season underway. I'm not I'm not blowing everything up on night one. Uh, what other games look to be that tight? Okay, I'm gonna put 2 on the Chargers because I do think the Raiders are an awfully good ball club. That is not going to be an easy win. Only going to put 3 on Carolina because, like I've said, the Browns aren't without talent. They just don't seem to have much talent at quarterback, which you really need. I'm not feeling super confident. I think we're only going to put 4 on the Commanders because I need to see more out of them. Which leads me to the Jets and the Ravens, and we're going to put a lot of points on the Ravens. So I don't think the Jets are that good. I would put a lot of I would have more confidence in these 2 games with the Packers and with the Chiefs, but they're both on the road. And I know Value Vinyl Steve was here, he would be giving me down the road for picking for having a problem with being on the road. He says it doesn't matter, but I am pretty confident that. Well, am I that confident though? 11 points. 11 points worth of confidence. Where does that go? I think that goes to the Packers. Ten points of confidence. Where does that go? How about the Saints? Or maybe not. I just don't know. They do have some good players. I don't know. Yeah, we're going there. Got to take some risk. It's week 1, right? It's kind of hard to gauge exactly what these teams are putting on the field until you actually see it. I think I'm going to put 9 on Philadelphia. 8 on the Chiefs. And that's scary. That's stepping out because Arizona has got got the potential to give you nightmares. I don't care what people say about Kyler Murray. Dude can throw the ball. He can run. And if he gets his head straight, they can be scary good. So we'll go 7 on the Buccaneers. 6 on the 49ers. 5 on Cincinnati. I probably should give the Bengals more confidence over the Steelers than that, but over the years, I guess I've just been trained to respect that Steeler name because they've been consistently good and usually better than the Bengals. But this is a new day and age for the Bengals. All right, so Jake, get down. Please, buddy. Jake, get down. Cats, they just don't listen. Jake, come here, buddy. You're in the way. Come on. Come on. Over here. Come on, buddy. Thank you. You're a good boy. He's a good boy. All right. So now I can see again. Guessing some scores for these games. Denver at Seattle. I don't know that Denver will wipe the floor with them, but we'll go 24-10. How about that? Tampa Bay at Dallas. Again, I don't see it being, well, let's do this. Let's go 28-17. Who will score the most points this week? That could be tough because it could end up being the winner of this game tonight. I'm going to go with Green Bay. Just a guess. Who will score the least? Well, usually I'd go with the Jets here. I think it's going to be the Giants. Deadline 5 minutes before each game. Okay, so we're going to save that. Let's look at let's look here at one of my fantasy teams. So I think this is pretty much set. I don't see a reason to change much. Somehow I managed to get a hold of Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers and Tua. And I took Tua late. I mean, like it was last or next to last pick. I just couldn't, in case he blows up this year. I didn't want to leave him out there. But early on, I mean, I didn't take Josh Allen first pick, but he was sitting out there and scored over 400 fantasy points last year. So how could you not take him? And then what I didn't know at the time was that one of the Packer fans in my league missed the draft. It was an auto draft because he got the time wrong. And now Aretha is sitting where can't have her. Aretha, come on, get in, please. Thank you. If you're wondering, works wonders. I squirted her once when she was getting on something she didn't need to get on. Just squirted her once. Now, all I have to do is pick up the bottle. I don't even have to squirt her. That's the way I like it. Now, watch PETA come after me. It won't be Mr. Beast hooking me up. PETA will see this, and I'm abusing my cat by squirting her with water when she is misbehaving. I'm not even squirting her, really. Anyway. So yeah, so that pretty much looks set. I like my picks of Austin Eckler, Najee Harris at starting running backs, Clyde Edward-Helaire in the flex spot, Mike Williams, Jalen Waddle. What are you? I don't even have my finger on the trigger. Okay, I'll just set that right there. Cats. All right. And Hawkinson. I probably would like, if I knew for a fact Ertz, I may keep my eye on that. If Ertz, and what a last name, Ertz. If Ertz plays, I'd like to play him over Hawkinson. But still, did pretty good. Judy and Thielen as backup wide receivers, not bad. I don't feel like. Kareem Hunt, Miles Sanders, get me a few points here and there when I got bye weeks. Does kind of look like I homered out here. I was actually getting ready to get the Chiefs. I wanted Bucker, but I got beat to him. So I went ahead and took Sanders and the Dolphin defense. But I think they're that good. So anyway, that's that fantasy football team. And I'll wrap it up and keep it short this week. Hopefully, as we get into the season, maybe I can talk some folks into coming on with me and arguing football. I know it's not as interesting when I'm just sitting here kind of slow talking and thinking, and but that was the best I could do tonight. But I'm still going to do it. If nothing else, even if people don't watch these, it'll just be a record of the stuff I'm doing, of my picks, of how I'm playing fantasy football, and yeah, it is what it is. And so I'm going to get off here. I'm going to aggravate Aretha a bit. She seems to be getting fired up for some reason. Maybe I get the brush out and comb her. Do something. Wind her down before this game gets started. So, anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you next week. Till then, peace.